People, processes, and tools are at the foundation of any project. It's a triad. People being at the top of the hierarchy. Processes and tools helps people to effectively execute a project. Now, I've been in the IT industry for quite a while now, maybe some of you longer than I have, but I think I've been in there long enough to be able to evaluate exactly what is the best way to execute a project. And what I've found throughout the years, I found that people is the most important piece of the puzzle. When I was a programmer going up through the ranks to become a leader, I remember presenting a piece of software that our team had built, and in front of our managers. And one of the managers got up, threw his book on the table and said, "This is bullshit." So, forgive me for using the words, but that was his exact word. "This is not going to work." What that did to the team was it really threw the morale out of the way, and it really threw the productivity out of the way. From that point on, the team was not very engaging. They thought that they were getting a lack of respect from management, lack of direction. And then I met a director in one of my previous jobs, at Bright People Technologies. And I looked at him. I actually still think about him up till today. He really cared about the people. He sat me down one day and said, "Look, my door is open. If you've got an idea, if you want to do whiteboard session, anytime, knock. My door is open. I want to work with you." And we still see this today as well here at RAC, like in likes of Jamie. Jamie, I think Brendan mentioned to me that he doesn't use his office that much. One day I walked in and Jamie was sitting with the guys. He's working there next to them, and that to me shows that he cares about the people more than the processes and the tools. And I took example of that. Now, as a leader, I put a lot of emphasis on people, because I know that by putting that emphasis on them, giving them the attention, building that relationship with them, I am going to get the productivity, I'm going to get trust, and the creativity that people usually come up with. Processes and tools allows us to execute a project effectively. Tools compensate for human errors, and it actually helps us to deliver the project with best standards and practices. But like I said, without people, we cannot execute a project effectively and with creativity and deliver it with changing that, basically executing a vision that was initially set in the beginning. And it's a triad: people, processes, tools. So remember that when you're in a leadership space, it's not just about the project. It's not just about the ones and zeros. All right? Put a lot emphasis on the people, whether they are introverts or extroverts. We need to sit down and learn how to communicate with them. So that's my take on leadership so far, and it has worked for me.
Do we want to keep this up?